I am standing here today to discuss a speech by Steve Jobs that talks about death. But what I saw in this speech was definitely not death. I saw hope, dreams, and of course, I saw wisdom. Actually, what I really saw in this speech was life and how we should live it. Yes, everyone is scared of death, but why? Why? Because they are afraid of losing life? It shows you what is beyond life and death. It doesn't matter when you die or how you die. What is important is how you lived your life. What is important is what are you doing with your life. My message behind presenting this speech is to remind you that you have one life, that you will live it no longer than one time. So have faith and live it as you deeply want your life to be. I would like to end with this quote. When you are on your deathbed, you don't regret what you have done. You only regret what you have not done. When I was 17, I read a quote that went something like, if you live each day as if it was your last, someday you will most certainly be right. It made an impression on me, and since then, for the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning, and I asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no, for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. I had a scan at 7:30 in the morning, and it clearly showed a tumor in my pancreas. I didn't even know what a pancreas was. The doctors told me this was almost certainly a type of cancer that is uncurable, and I should expect to live no longer than 3 to 6 months. My doctor advised me to go home and get my affairs in order, which is doctor's code for prepare to die. It means to try to tell your kids everything you thought you would need the next 10 years to tell them in just a few months. It means to make sure everything is buttoned up so it be as easy as possible for your family. It means to say your goodbyes. This was the closest I have been to facing death, and I hope it's the closest I will get for a few more decades. Having lived through it, I can now say this to you with a bit more certainty than when death was a useful but purely intellectual concept. No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there, and yet death is a destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be. Because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It is life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you'll gradually become the old and be cleared away. So to be so dramatic, but it is quite true. Your life, don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of others' people thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinion drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary.